Actually, my next guest is our classical concert guitarist, a wonderful guitarist. It's always such a pleasure to have him on board. And it's Robin Hill. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning, Amanda.
What a slip-up. It's a good pianist.
Well, I was thinking I was going to have to start brushing up on my keyboard skills.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry.
But it's such a pleasure to have you back on board.
It's
it really
great to be
is.
here.
It's fantastic. Now, you're from Huddersfield originally?
I am originally, yes, although I only lived there a year. And after then I'd had enough and I moved over to Cunard to Manchester.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
And you started off really in your career with a duo, didn't you?
That's right, I did, with Peter Wilczynski, who I met at college. And we were just thrown together at random, really, by the guitar teacher there. And I said, you two play a concert at lunchtime. And we enjoyed it so much that we decided to stick together. And we made over 45 CDs together, and with a career lasting over 30 years. So,
yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, actually. And we went all over the world playing together. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Now you have performed with the Royal Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra, actually a couple of times.
Yes, quite a few times. Yeah, they're quite near to. Well, Liverpool's very close to Manchester, of course. So, yes, I performed with them. The first time was with Rodrigo's Concierto de Aranjuez.
Beautiful.
With Carl Davis conducting to an audience of 3,500.
Yes.
It was in Sefton Park, part of their summer Pops concerts, and so that was the first time I'd performed the Rodrigo Concerto.
Yeah, wow.
And so it was a bit of a baptism of fire.
And it's such beautiful music.
It's an incredible piece and very challenging guitar part, I must say. You know, Rodrigo didn't play the guitar himself; he was a pianist. I actually saw him play with his wife. They used to play piano duets together, and he was a fantastic pianist. But he didn't play the guitar, but he understood it very well. Yeah.
How amazing! I didn't realise that. That's incredible. And you play some of that sometimes in one of your concerts.
That's right. In the last concert, I played the slow movement from the Concierto de Aranjuez. Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Now you've also performed at the Royal Albert Hall in the 2002 BBC Proms with the BBC Philharmonic Orchestra.
That's right. I played quite a lot with them, and in various capacities, I've done the concerts in Hyde Park with them. As well, which are televised too, and that's a very large audience, about 25,000, I think, or something like that.
Isn't it daunting to play in front of so many
Not really, it seems... well, I'm so worried about what I'm playing, I don't really notice about it.
So it doesn't matter if it's 2 or 20,000?
Not really. In fact, in a way, it's more frightening to play in front of a very small amount of people. You know, if you play in somebody's living room, for example, which I do occasionally, and I find that more scary because you're under it's sort of more intimate.
Well, it is, isn't it? You're
whereas if
so
there's
much closer.
But if there are thousands of people, it's sort of, you know, I mean, it's scary wherever you play, really.
Oh. Now, you have also played with the BBC Northern Radio Orchestra, and you work with them occasionally, don't you? Still work with them?
No, well, they don't exist anymore now. No, but I used to play with them regularly when they did. Yes, and that was an interesting job because any kind of music could be thrown at you. And most of it was on electric guitar, but you could also play classical or steel-strung acoustic. So, and in literally any style at all. So it could be sort of heavy metal to, you know, swing jazz or bebop or whatever.
Yeah, that actually is amazing because you have played lots of different styles of music, haven't you?
Yes.
With various artists, from
That's
Luciano Pavarotti to who else have you? Leslie Garrett, Russell Watson, Jethro Tull, Deep Purple.
That's right. It can't get much more of a contrast.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I've always loved all kinds of music.
Yes.
And it's actually, most guitarists are sort of quite open-minded about music. And, you know, people in bands who play electric guitar, they're always very interested in the classical guitar too, you know, and vice versa, really. So it's such a versatile instrument. So I think that's partly...
That's great, actually. And you teach, don't you?
I teach, yes. I teach at the university in Leeds.
Yeah.
And it's very flexible, so as long as the students, it's one-to-one, and usually no more than, say, 6 students per semester. So they have to have so many lessons per semester, but it's up to me when I come in to see them. So it fits in with my travelling very well. Yeah. And I really enjoy teaching and passing on what I know.
Actually, yes. You have some very dedicated students, I'm sure. It's
I do,
to see people who love their music and to, you know, they have a passion for it.
Definitely, it's very rewarding to teach them, and I really enjoy it. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. And you compose music too, don't you?
I do. I compose a lot. Yes, so I'm up to 5 concertos so far, and I've just done a new album, and it's not classical. It's actually sort of jazz, flamenco, Latin style. With drums, bass, percussion, and I play all the instruments on it too.
Oh, wow.
And I've written all the music. It's called Standing on Air, and I'm very excited about it.
So you're playing, you've
just come out
all the
this
different
week.
Instruments.
Yes, that's right. Yes, yeah. I mean, you can do that, you know.
Yes, of course you can.
It was a huge pleasure to do it, and.
You've recorded a lot of CDs then, haven't you?
I have a huge amount, yes. Yeah, it's quality, not quantity that counts.
Very true, and amazing, actually. Your playing is absolutely incredible, and we just love having you on board.
Well, thank you.
And this is your last concert this afternoon, so ladies and gentlemen, do go along to the Queen's Room this afternoon at 2 o'clock. If you haven't already caught Robin, it's the last chance on this crossing. He won't be, he's leaving us on the very first day in New York, actually, when we first get there, so it's a fleeting visit this time, but such a pleasure to have you back on board, and thank you so much for coming on the programme.
Thank you. Thanks very much, Amanda. Thank you.
Robin Hill, everybody. Right, let's do some birthdays, shall we? And we have some guests celebrating.